Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of All the Mods 9. I'm Katiana. It has been 3 weeks since our last get together, and I have made progress. After 3 weeks, it took that long for me to complete what we needed to progress again in this pack. I'm sorry, it was a journey. You will not believe what I had to do to get progress. I will show you what I have done. It has been tedious, to say the least. We got stuck last time trying to make the high performance computation array. We were unable to make the high performance computation array block because I could not make 8 LUV field generators. That craft was processing, running in my system, the server reset overnight, the RS system ate all my materials. I came back the next day, there was not enough materials in the system to make the craft. This is the craft that was already in the system running the day before, and now it said I don't have the materials to make this. Needless to say, I was frustrated. So, we have spent the last 3 weeks allowing the system to rebuild what it needed to make those 8 field generators. I also spent time crafting the inputs from the very beginning, working my way up to making the actual field generators. It took 3 weeks. Partly because I had sweater orders, so I've been doing a lot of knitting. And so I haven't been playing very much Minecraft, to be fair. But last night, I was able to make the last piece. But I have made some infrastructure changes. I have doubled the steam production by putting the second high-pressure steam boiler we originally had back out. I have both of them set with exporters to automatically feed in coal to keep steam production constant. I just want a constant steam production going because we ran out of steam. And we are constantly going to need steam cracked naphtha, and we ran out. So for crafts we need to continue to progress, I don't have enough steam to make the materials we need. Blocked again. So this doubled our steam production, which is not very fast, I will grant you. I need 37,000 buckets of steam. I have 2. Or I need 37,000 buckets of steam. Yeah, that's right. I have 2,000 buckets of steam. Yeah. It's going to be a while before I have enough steam using these. Now, I'm sure there's some other system I can use to make steam faster, so maybe that's something we can look into today. It's not going to be a very long stream because Kumidori is, I believe, anticipating that she's going to get off work in a couple of hours, and so this is going to be a catch you up on what I got done and then see if we can get some additional infrastructure finished that will hopefully help us continue progression, which would be nice. Very nice. I did go back and do some things in this chapter with all of the multi-blocks that we had previously skipped in hopes that maybe we can start using some of these multi-blocks and help us with moving forward. So the ABS smelter made that. And then using them, or getting into that, we have the HSLA steel dust, the titanium carbide dust, and the tantalum carbide dust. That takes care of those. So the alloy blast smelter, which is over here, have it set up. Very pretty. I have it upgraded to the HSSG coil block because that is the highest tier that I had available in storage. And we have it set up to make the B Molten Xeron 100. And anything else we possibly will need, we have an ABS smelter set up. Now, that production needs to go right into a freezer. So right over here is making the ingots. So I went ahead and gave it its own freezer right down here. So we now have an additional vacuum freezer. And then you can see right here, we have the first of our multi-blocks. It is the macerator. And I added the Elite Parallel Control Hatch. So this is the block which allows you to do multiple crafts at once. So this is running 4 recipes in parallel. And I brought all of the macerator recipes down here. I didn't edit the recipes at all. They're the exact same recipes that we're running upstairs. They're just down here. And it says it is performing up to 4 recipes in parallel. So it seems to be working fine. So I didn't, like I said, I haven't edited anything. I just brought it down here and set it up. So we'll see if macerating goes better. I'm hoping it will. That is my hope. So those are the first multi-blocks we have down here. You can see that the floor for the second floor has been extended. We need more assemblers. Of course, can you believe that? We need more assemblers. Hello, hello, there's everybody. District coming on in. There is Calyx. Looks like you had a very, very productive session of Ocean Block today. The parallel hatch will craft as much as it can with the ingredients it has and power available. Yep. So sometimes you'll craft more than others. Yep, so I have this in here set to 4, and I brought all of the macerator recipes down from upstairs. So we've got the whole kit and caboodle in here. And then I have an EV output bus so that all of the outputs don't overflow anything. And it, move. And I have an EV input bus. You can set it to max and it will scale up to that point. Well, it just says 4. That's as best as it'll do right now. Yeah, I'm just on the first tier. I'm just starting. Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. I'm very behind now. We got our alloy blast smelter. It's only got the 1 recipe, but I set up with an additional freezer and our first macerator. Got that set up, and I have stopped running the fusion reactor. It's not automatically producing europium at the moment, so that I can produce any other materials that require it. Because making this is a chore. So I haven't made a second one for other materials yet. But I know I'm gonna need to. That's gonna be a challenge. But we have the materials now. So the first line and the second line. The materials are there to assemble. Oop, not that one. Our HPCA, which I'm not exactly sure how that looks. So that will be a bit of a trick to figure out how it goes together. Although I think there's a trick to it. Oop. So it is a 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 by 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 by 5 by 2. So those look to be all vents. There's the maintenance hatch, the energy hatch. More vents. I I think that's the controller. Component. Compute sync component. Computation. Empty component. Those are the advanced computer casings. Okay. We've got advanced computer casings lining the top and the bottom. Alright, so if we set this up over here, I thought JC did something where he got a shadow thingy that auto-built this thing. So like, and then, what did you do, JC? Hi there, DaVinci. Oh yes, what did you do? Shift right click. Shift right click. Oh, I have to have an empty hand maybe? Hey, there we go. Alright, so that is our oop, dang it. Shift right click. Okay, so that is our shadowy, how this is supposed to look. That's sort of helpful. I say sort of helpful. Okay, there's the advance. I'm going to put some stuff away so I can get everything down on the lower line here. Put that up there, put that down there, put this down here, move these backpacks up here, put that down here, put those in there, put that up there. Oh no, I need that down here, and that down here, and that down here, and okay. Alright, so there's advanced machine casings all on the side there. Okay. Alright, so advanced machine casing here, 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 here. Then we have heat vent here, 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 here. Whoop, not there. Wrong backpack. Yep. Okay. Heat vent here, 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 here. Okay. For some reason, I'm thinking I need the wrench to move some of these big ones. Otherwise, they'll break funny in case I place them wrong. Okay. Shift, right click. Okay, so then these are regular casings with advanced casings on the top. So then we've got computer casing here, here, and okay, so that takes care of that side. Now we need this side. Okay, so we've got vent, vent, advanced casing, advanced casing. Okay, so we've got vent. This is not adding up right. Vent. And you've got one there, one there, one there. That part's right. Okay, so then you've got all right. Where are these components that are left? Okay, that looks like the maintenance hatch goes here. What the heck are these things in the middle then? It's got to be these things surrounding the data bank, I would guess. So it's got to be like those. Wrench, need wrench. Other wrench. Other. The data bank goes in the Does the empty one go there? Oh, I had it already? So that does go there. Oh, no, maintenance hatch goes back here. Maintenance hatch goes... Maintenance hatch goes back here, which now you're... Maintenance hatch goes here. And then... Energy... No, because that wasn't an energy. That was... one of those. How am I short a computer casing? That's this. Well, that's not right. The empty component is what goes in the middle of the 3x3. Okay, hang on. Okay, so this... The empty component is here. Okay, there must be a lag. Is it supposed to be the data bank or the empty HPCA component in the middle of the 3x3? Now, what do I put here? Do I put that? Oi! There we go. Hey, we formed. Ha-ha! Okay. All right. Woohoo! All right. So we're gonna need 2 flux points. So put one there. You go red. Put one back here. You go yellow. Then in one of these bags we have all of our equipment for the maintenance hatch, which is this one. You. I think that's everybody. Oh! Auto maintenance hatch. I don't have to do that. I forgot. Okay. So now we have to put something in here so that it will produce the whatchamacallits that will come out of the transmission hatch. And that is the coolant thingy. Coolant. This stuff. So we need a exporter here. It's going to be fluids, this, and we need speed. And we need a stack upgrade. Alright, do that. Alright, so then we need to connect that to the system, which we haven't done yet because we haven't extended the cable that far, which we will do now. So, cable. And let's make a lot more cable. Give me more cable. Alright, cable, come over here, please. You're gonna need to come over here anyway, so over here you come. Come on. No. There. There we go. Okay. So now you should, in theory, fill with coolant. Bridging disabled. Okay, is that because I haven't connected it to the research station yet, that it won't do anything? Bridging is another quest. Okay. So this is just going to sit here. Well, it's got energy. It's preparing to do something, I guess. Oh, but wait, if this all needs 32 millibuckets of coolant. Oh no, wait, it only needs 32 millibuckets of coolant. It still need, okay, so I need the second machine before this does anything. Okay, so we have machine 1. I only have this much of the research station. We are short of being able to do the research station. So I have the auto maintenance hatch, I have the vents, I have the computer casings, and I have the LUV energy hatch. We still need to do the reception hatch, the object holder, the research station itself, and the advanced computer casings. So that's a problem. So we made a data bank, but we didn't actually need the data bank. So I guess I'll put that in there. And I have an extra heat vent, so I'll add you to there. Okay, so the advanced computer casings, I can't make 23 of them yet because I am short on steam by a huge chunk of change. So we either need to increase steam production or just wait, and we'll eventually get enough steam. In the meantime, I've been working on the computation data reception hatch, which I'll show you that in a second. We do have some quest turn-ins to catch up on. So there is the Xeron 100 ingot, which I showed that. And those go into making the blocks for the maceration tower. So we have that. And we will put those away. Nice. And then, oh, not there. Over here, we also have the high temperature smelting casings. And then, jumping ahead to the next chapter, I did get 4 fluids done. So the ruthenium bucket, which we got a tank of that. The arsenic vapor bucket, which we got a tank of that. The liquid titanium bucket, which we get a tank of that. And the liquid duranium bucket, which we get a tank of that. I love it when we get a tank of stuff. Then I don't have to worry about making so much of it for at least a little bit. Not for long, but just a little bit. So we will take off my flight and add this to the system. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And do 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 do. Alright, so we'll put those away. And then Grench has been working on Draconic Evolution because eventually he does want to go play with the Chaos Dragon. So he's made more of the modules. So we have Projectile Immunity Cancellation module, the Auto Fire module, and the Selective Incineration module. That sounds fun. Basic damage module, the Wyvern, and Undying. Undying is good. We like to not die. Shield capacity, enlarge, and recovery. And night vision. We know how much District loves that. You desire to build your own PC rather than order a pre-built. Oh no. No. I know nothing about building PCs. I definitely go pre-built. Although the one I'm using now was pre-built and it got modified. So pre-built plus. And that, and that. Okay, did I see them all, or did I miss one? He was very busy making modules. Alright, boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. And if I did any more, they'd be in my backpack. No. Okay, that is everything. I got caught up. Yes, all caught up in quests. Yay. Okay, so working on computation data reception hatch. Right here is the research, which is in the scanner. That is one of the components we need. If I take that out, okay, so now for an LUV sensor, I can change it to be this and take that out of the recipe, and it is going to be that, and go down, and then go up and over. I've got this, and then this is going to be another crafter. Alright, now how am I going to set this up here when I don't have a wall to place them on? I suppose I can put it right... I can't block that. Put it right there. There. Okay, and then we're going to need our drawers. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we need to lock the drawers. Where is my... There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That goes in there. That goes in there. That, 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 oop, that, that, that. Okay, so this is for the LUV sensor. We need liquid soldering alloy as the fluid, which is going to be over here. So that's going to be an X. I've got too many backpacks. I really need to stop carrying around so many. Oh, no, not that. That one. This one. Exporter. Gonna go here. Fluid. And I put the buckets away when I need them. You're gonna go over here. Grab a bucket from you. Go there. Stack upgrade, speed upgrade. Stack upgrade, speed upgrade. That way it will fill with soldering upgrade. Cable, where did I put the cable? Cable. You just build basically a computer block of sorts. Yes, I know nothing. I know enough about computers to be very dangerous. Alright, so then this is going to come up here, 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 here. That is going to then fill that up nicely. Okay, so there is the fluid taken care of. Alright, so now we come over here, and items here. We are going to start with an HSSS frame. So, HSS frame, we have that recipe already. So we can make one of those, hopefully relatively quickly. There's item 1. Item 2 is an LUV electric motor. That will actually be relatively quickly. We'll come back to that one. Third item is going to be 4 Ruridit plates. So we have Ruridit plates. We need 4 of you. Start. Okay, and you are going to go into slot 3. Then we have a quantum star. Quantum star. Go. That craft takes like 90 seconds, so we will be here for a second. Check on our LUV electric motor. Not done yet. Quantum star, not done yet. Well, that pattern didn't look like it was that complicated. I didn't think it would take that long. Okay. Next is going to be crystal processor assembly. Crystal processor assembly, 2 of them. Because we don't have wetware yet. Crystal processor assembly, 2 of these. That's going to take a hot minute. Great, now we have 3 things pending. Okay, then we need palladium foil. We need 96 of those. That's definitely going to take a bit. Because it has to make all of those ingots. Oh! Well, look at that go. Oh, it's because I already had the dust ready. Oh, look at me be prepared. Okay, pleasantly surprised how quickly that got done. Okay, so after this, I need to skip 2 slots for the next slot. Okay, skip 2. So then you're going to be the 64, and you're going to be the 32. Then I need 4 niobium titanium cables. So niobium titanium cables, we need 4 of you. Start. And those are done. And those go there. Okay, so now we've got 3 things left in production. We have the LUV electric motor. You're done. So we'll put you in slot 2. And then we have the quantum star, which is done. You go in slot 4. Now we're just waiting on our crystal assemblies. Okay. So now we have the setup of these. I'm going to need my wrench. So this is going to be here, here, here. And I need to block out that connection and block out that connection. So it is going that way. Good. Then we're going to connect the rest of these. Oops. Then we're going to disconnect you, disconnect you, disconnect you, disconnect you, disconnect you, disconnect you, disconnect you. And the one frame is in there like it should be. Okay, so now we can connect you, 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 and you. So that takes care of all of that. Then on the outside here, I need an importer to collect that. And then we're going to need to extend this cable. There. Okay. That will collect it and put it in the system. Alright, so that part is done. And these are done. Alright, so we can put those in there. It's making my LUV sensor. Perfect. All I have to do now is finish connecting this. So that goes there. I'm gonna grab my netherite barrel, which is gonna be here. And I want to disconnect, disconnect the barrel from this. Oopsie, that. Then this one is gonna go down, over, and over. Like that. And connect. Okay. So now my LUV sensor is now done. I should be able to make computation reception hatch. Because there is the, where is it? There is the LUV sensor, And I already had made the optical data reception hatch, so that piece had already been taken care of. It just needs to craft the rest of it. Ooh, excellent. Also, I forgot about one piece. District told me about something very cool. I made another large chemical reactor, and he told me that there is a dual input hatch that now that we're in the upper tiers of Greg Tech, that handles both fluids and items. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this could be the answer to our prayers. So I made one of these and I brought over several of the recipes that have both items and fluids in them for chemical reactor circuit level 0. And so far, all of these recipes have been working just fine in this reactor without me having to add anything extra as far as fluid hatches or anything like that. They are working just fine. So I may need to make another one of these for circuit 1 so I can move some of those recipes over here so we have maybe less clashing, and maybe make a higher tiered one. This is LUV, um, but it's only right now working at IV speed because that's the highest tiered energy that I had available. I did put just 2 EV energy hatches in here because that's what I had in storage. We might be able to upgrade that to make it go a little bit faster, but it's working. So some of these problematic recipes that I was constantly having to go in and fix, I brought them over here, and so far they are working. And so hopefully there's less cat having to fix recipes, things will work better. Hopefully. I still am, running around checking on things to see if they get stuck. And like this one's the chemical reactor 2, so if stuff might get stuck in chemical reactor 2, I might need to make a chemical reactor that's circuit 2. This is the 3 and this is a 1, and I've got so many chemical reactors, it's not funny. I did increase the reactor or the crafter here to be bigger so I can move some more of the recipes over to here to see if they just wouldn't conflict if I put them somewhere else. I mean, I'm trying everything to get these recipes to play nice. It's so annoying. But I also found, now this was interesting. So this recipe, where is it? Okay, now I have to find it. Oh, actually, I think I put it over there. So this recipe for salt water, I had moved it over to... I had tried moving it over to this chemical reactor, and the system broke. I put it back over in this chemical reactor, made no changes to the recipe. All I did was move it between the 2 reactors. System works again. I didn't do anything but moved it between the 2 machines. It liked one machine better than the other machine. I don't understand. So, I moved it to the other machine. It liked that one too. So, yeah. We're just trying everything at this point to just keep moving forward. At this point, It was like 50-50 yesterday. Am I going to keep playing this pack or am I going to call it? Because I was getting so frustrated because I could not get this block made. But I was finally able to get it made. And we have this set up now. So if I can get my system to cooperate and keep moving forward... Oh, look! It's another assembly line. Okay, so now we've got object holder. We've got 7 input, 2 fluid. This is ZPM. Energy. Okay, so that would be 2 LUV energy to provide that energy level. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, so let's put these things away. Then I need to get dirt out. Go up to the 2nd floor. And this is sign. Alright, so this one is going to be lined up here, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 1 for the output. Ooh, volleyball match is getting close. Pittsburgh is up 2 sets to 1, and set 4 is tied at 22. This AVCA tournament has been awesome so far. Alright, so let's see how many... Okay, I'm definitely going to be short of blocks to be making this. So let's see how much we're going to need and where we're going to be able to, where we're going to have to stop. So we're going to have machine casings here, and then solid machine casings here. Alright, and then we need to have LV input hatches, 2 of them. Perfect. Okay, then we need the glass. Oh, now it's tied at 23. Oh, and Pitt served an ace. Oh, what a clutch serve. Nebraska opened its season with a 3-1 win over number 3 Pitt on Friday. Okay, so done with eliminated glass. Then we're gonna need the where are they here? The UK, those, okay. So then this is gonna be down. Okay, so down here we have 1 there, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we need an output bus, but I don't see that I have one. So I will grab the screwdriver and convert one of those to an output bus and put the rest of the input buses away and put that there. Okay, and this thing I am making is the object holder. Okay, so I'm going to put this sign here. Object holder. For the research station. Tied at 24. Ooh! Florida now up 25-24, serving to tie up the match. Okay, so now I know I'm going to be short here. So, whoop. Come on. Alright, so let's see. Can I make some assembly control casings? So let's try and make 10 of those. Alright, so this is my first time making some of these with my new system, with the new configurations and stuff. So we'll see how well that goes. Then we need the assembly line casings on top of those. I'm going to need some of those next. Then we need the grating on the outside. So it's going to be you. There. And then here. And leave 2 for the assembly line controller and the data access hatch. Alright, so I have enough for those. Excellent. Oh, and Florida did it. 26-24. We're going to 5. Oh my gosh, that's great. With an ace, no less. Ooh, well played. Well played. Love it. Love it. Okay, so then on top here, we're going to have solid machine casings. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to leave 2 spaces for 2 energies. Put that there. Okay. That is what we're short on that one. Okay. Then I'm guessing we're going to have another one here. Sure enough, we are. Lovely. Okay, so then we're going to have the research station itself, which is going to be 8 input, 2 fluid, also ZPM, which is going to be 2 LUV. I can mark this one off. I've got it done. Okay, so that's going to be another one of these. More dirt, please. Boom. Alright, line this one up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inputs, 1 for output. Ah. Okay. So, solid machine casings with 2 2 fluids. Here. I'm leaving 2 fluids open there. And then I don't have enough input buses to finish that one. I'm gonna be... Okay, yes, you definitely should get some foods. Foods is important. Alright, I'm 1 short there. I can't do the next layer. And I think I'm going to be short of glass also. And I'm short of glass. Oh my goodness. We are woefully short of everything. Grading. Also going to be short of grading. I had originally counted out for these. Why am I short? Oh, I wonder if I didn't take... I had not maybe taken into account this one? Maybe? Or I had mathed badly, which is also a possibility. Always a possibility. Leave 2 at the end for the energy. So I have excess of the solid machine casings, but I'm short of basically everything else. Well, that's going to be a problem. Okay, so we're still stuck here, so we can't do there. Let's see where we're at on... You are processing, making tungsten. There are many, many things processing. Like, many, many, many things processing. Not a ton of fluids, so that's good. So when the fluids are processing, I worry about things getting stuck. Looks like we have an ad break coming on. I will see you in a couple. I will also check to see if I've got a Kumidori waiting for her pickup yet. Oh, no, it's only 2:20. We've got time. But I will check on her, just in case. Nothing from her yet. Which means we can go back to volleyball. Which means they actually did a pretty decent job of their timing because they had planned the Nebraska-Stanford game for 2:30. This match is going 5 sets, and it's 2:20. So they had allowed some time. But Nebraska's match won't start until half an hour after this match ends. So our match probably won't start until closer to 3. 3:15 maybe even. They actually, I don't know if it's like an official like serve clock, but they really do keep the points moving very quickly. And they only get 1 timeout per set, so they have to manage it very carefully. There are no line judges during this tournament. Everything's done using cameras, like they have in tennis matches, where they have cameras that automatically are watching everything, and all in-out calls are handled by the camera. It would be so nice to be able to have that during the season, so you don't have to worry about reviews. But of course, not everybody has the technology set up available to do stuff like that in their arenas. Oh, we've got stuff going on everywhere. We've got stuff cooking over here. We got stuff cooking over there. Stuff mixing over here. Go, 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 go. I did add more fluid storage. So this little baby one is quite full. This one is full. This one is full. So we've got two maxed out here. And now this one is filling, but I have an empty one there, an empty one there, an empty one there, and an empty one there. So we have plenty of fluid storage. I'm not worried about it getting um, filled on me anytime soon. Our oil production did stop at some point because the distillation tower required maintenance. So I did have to run upstairs and do some maintenance on that and get our oil production running again. So no idea when that stopped. So one of those auto maintenance hatches might be a good idea for both of those, especially for the one that we have auto processing our oil. So that way we don't have to worry about it shutting down again because of maintenance. Unfortunately, my system, it is very slow. Is there something in the next chapter we can do while we wait? Well, this is lock while we're waiting on finishing our research, so we can't do that. And I got those 4 fluids done, but they are going to require, guess what? The fusion reactor Mark II. Really? I struggle to make the level 1. We're already at a Mark II. It's fine. It's fine. Really. Do I even want to know how bad these are? Do I really want to know? It can only use ZPM and UV energy hatches. That means I'm going to need to make 16 ZPM energy hatches. Oh, Lord. I don't know if my system can make that many at once. That's a lot of energy hatches. Like, a lot. I mean, the 31 fusion glass, I think I can do that. I say with no confidence at all, but I think I can do that. I don't suppose I have any, like, left over from the other one. Do I? I don't think I do. Oh, I have one. So I need 31. Oh, what? I'm out of tin? You're kidding me. You are kidding me. Yeah, I've got this. This. What? I got this. And then we use that. And no. Are we washing? I don't think I have 10 blocks. I don't remember having 10 blocks. It would be just like me to have 10 blocks and not remember them, though. I will look. That is blocks of raw tin. I do have all of 22, which that'll help for a little bit. But that's blocks of raw tin. So that gets me more of this. I've actually gone through all of the tin essence. This is true. I mean, it is still useful. If I somehow go through the 481,000 raw tin that I have here, I have some more here. Plus, I would have the, plus I've got, 8,000 tin ore here, too. Alright, so we're doing... Middle one's going there. Oopsie. Go away, Stefan. We don't have time for you. You. Whoopsie. You do not navigate well when we're flying. Alright. Should be able to make the fusing glass. Now, look again. After this recipe is completed, look at all the stuff that it says it is stored as leftover junk. Look at all that. This is stupid. Okay, there's my assembly casings. Alright, so that finishes you. And then is going to be... a start for you. Alright, so we know we're going to need more of the ULV. Let's go ahead and make 10 more of these. Dude, why do we need Ruridit to make the fusion glass? That's odd. Like, okay. Wow. Set 5, tied at 11, best of 15. Neck and neck. What a great match. All the Husker fans who are down there for the doubleheader are seeing a really good one for this first one. If Pitt leaves Lincoln 0-2 to start the season, that's going to be kind of scary. Albeit it's 2 losses to teams in the top 16, but that is a scary way to start your season. All right, we are waiting on the glue. Where are we making the glue? Oh, we're stuck again. That uses oxygen. What is using that? Ooh, polyvinyl acetate. Holy. Alright, so I'm gonna need that in there. And then I'm gonna need a tank to get the remainder out. So put it back in the system. I have no idea why stuff like that happens. It just gets stuck and like part of the liquid has just disappeared. See, now that one doesn't make sense to me because it's just two fluids. Where did the polyvinyl acetate go? That one I do not understand. That one is running through here. Okay. Okay. This one's making glue. Where? Oop. They have this running back here in this old centrifuge. Ooh! Florida serving for the match. Okay, that explains why we're slow, is because that glue is processing back on an MV machine. Oh, makes sense now. Florida did it! Oh, Florida upsets Pitt! Wow, Pitt leaves Lincoln 0-2. Wow, wow, wow. There are going to be some storylines out of this tournament, that's for sure. It'll be very interesting to see how far Florida moves up and how far Pittsburgh falls. Nebraska will be playing number 6 Stanford in the next match here in Lincoln. The first 6 games of the tournament are being played in Lincoln, and then there are 2 games being played in Sioux Falls, South Dakota tomorrow night, which I find really odd, but that was a great match. Great match. Florida has a new coach this year. Nebraska has a new coach this year. There's several coaches in this tournament that are playing in their first action as coaches of their teams. So, a lot of great storylines. Vanderbilt is in our tournament that we're playing in. They brought their volleyball tournament back. They had shut it down in the 80s, and they have reopened volleyball at their school. And they took Kansas, who's the number, I think, 12 team, took them to 5 sets on Saturday. So That was really impressive for a school that hadn't had volleyball in forever. Wow. Alright, what is happening here? Now I think we're making these wires. That seems to be taking a long time. Why is that taking a long time? It's not on one of these old wire mills, is it? No. No, I don't see it on any of those wire mills. Or did I miss it and it's now done? Which, no. Machine doesn't accept item. Oh, okay. So you have a backlog here. Uh-huh. Gotcha. And I do not have any extra refined copper ore to jump you ahead. Okay, how about this? If I do find copper ore and I do 9 of you, we're gonna be sneaky. This is me being sneaky. Well, trying to be sneaky. Alright. Oh, Nebraska's gonna be in the red jerseys today. Oh no, it can't make the refined copper because the second tier is. Never mind. I can't. Because it can't take the crush to make the purified. Never mind. I can't do that either. Everything is backed up, waiting for this. Okay. Which I think, if my understanding is correct, that this backlog problem would be solved or reduced if we were using multi-blocks with the parallel card versus these single blocks where I send multiple recipes to it and it has to do them sequentially one after another. Where if I was running things in parallel, it could be handling multiple recipes simultaneously and things would then go faster. I think. Again, I'm not sure if I'm understanding that right, but it's a theory that that's how that works. So in this case, if I have multiple recipes all sending things to one centrifuge, it could handle multiple items needing to use the centrifuge at once. So we've taken care of a macerator. So I'm wondering if a centrifuge might not be a good idea for going next. Large centrifugal unit. We need Incole Ma956 ingots. These products are mostly chromium-based and nickel-based, designed for corrosion resistance as well as strength at high temperatures. The incolloy alloys belong to the category of super austenitic stainless steels. One advantage is that incolloy alloys do not have to be heat treated after welding to restore the corrosion resistance. Okay, so that is what we need. Bookmark that. Let's go down to here. Say we want to make that ingot. Oop, no, why did I do that? Incolloy ingot, which is going to be in the vacuum freezer. No surprise there. Again, no surprise there. Alright, how do we make a hot uncolloy ingot? It's going to be this one. Circuit 1 goes over here. Alright, so then how do we make the dust? Okay, did I miss something? Aha! You make it in a molten form and send that to the freezer. And it's a circuit 4. Which I'm pretty sure I've got circuit 4. Oh, it's circuit 5. Alright, so I'm gonna have to be monitoring this, which one I'm using. Alright. Good to know. Alright, so then we're out of patterns. Then you use the molten in a freezer to make the ingot. Okay, so we go down here. Okay, so I gotta go take those other patterns out because they are incorrect. Put that in there. That isn't right. Take this one out. Nope. Then that one is another. Nope. Alright, put that and that away. Alright, how we doing over here? What was I making for the assembly line? I forgot. Or did I fail to start another one? Which is also quite possible. Now I need casings. What else was I making? How can I forgot? Nope. My brain went bzzz. I remembered. Took me a minute. Then we convert one of these to output. And it goes here. And then we'll put the rest of them away for the next one. This is the one I'm working on. go boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. And here we go. Then boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Alright. Boop. Okay, that takes care of that. Alright, so now for the object holder. Okay, so take that one off. I'm leaving that one. Object holder, that's what we're making now. It is soldering alloy and liquid polybenzimidazole. Cut. I'm gonna put need not that. Exporter. Importer. Need more exporters. Okay. So oopsie. More exporters. Fluid. Liquid solder. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Oi, oi, oi. And then we needed speed upgrades. And then the other one is liquid poly. This one. I need 1 bucket of that, please. And how long is that going to take? My system is just so slow. Come on. get the first one going. Come on. There's an awful lot going on at once. My system is probably getting very confused. See, like, that should be just processing in. Come on. It has a lot of stuff in there to be grinding. And it seems like the only thing that's going is the one thing. Oh, there we go. Crushed tin ore times 8. Huh. Well, I've got all the copper in here, but it's only processing the one piece of tin that's coming in. Stop processing the tin. Start processing the copper. Okay, there I got it redirected to performing on the copper. Okay, weird. I mean, the advantage there, I guess, is I can see everything because instead of just being sort of hidden because it's sending it into a larger input bus, I can see all that stuff that's sitting there pending. I mean, I've now got so much stuff pending. I don't know where this is at. Get rid of that. I mean, this has progressed. It was at 32. It's now at 24. That one's done. It just had leftover stuff again. This is waiting on all that copper. That's waiting on the copper. All of those are waiting. I think everything's waiting on stuff we have going in that macerator. That's running. Oh, and it's got a lot of tin alloy waiting. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, PBA is packed. There's over 15,000 people stuffed into PBA for this match. It's crazy. Normally they play over at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, but they have this event at our PBA arena, which is where the basketball teams normally play, so it's a much bigger environment. They probably have like 5,000 more people than they normally do at a game. It's crazy in there. It's gonna be awesome. Ugh, this is the way it is crafting anything in my system. It's hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. Okay, so District was saying there is a faster parallel hatch I can probably do now. Parallel. So I've got Elite. There's a Master. I just made LUV sensors. I might be able to do a Master. Hmm. It would appear I have filled up. Oi, oi, oi. I need 10. Did I not finish doing the processing? I bet I didn't. Oh. Oh, it's not going to get to it because it's backed up with all the other stuff. All of that is making my tin dust, which I should be able to then take tin dust into a tin ingot. But how do I not have that already in the system? Like, that makes no sense how I would not have that already in the system. No, not the pulverizer. There we go. The Aldemodium furnace. There. Alright. Master. Now, I wonder if we're going to end up with any conflicts. This one's got to be close to being done. It's got everything right here at the top now, right? keep an eye on my messages. Oh, all right. She is wrapping up work and then she will be heading out, so I need to wrap up my stream so I can go and pick her up. So, I will keep working on these projects. We have 2 blocks left. No, 3 pieces left before I can make the research station. So I will keep working on those. And then hopefully, when next we meet, we will have a research station and I will hook it up to that um, piece that we did today and it will be functional and I'll be able to do the research to make this. So hopefully we can get that made, and then we'll have ZPM Energy hatch. And if those two things are possible, this chapter will be wrapped up. And if I can get this chapter done, I'm going to be very, very happy. Anything beyond this point is going to be gravy. But we'll only be 2 chapters away from Greg Star. So we're like getting closer. We're getting there. It's still a little slow grinding, but we're making progress, little bit at a time. And I want to see if I can get this master parallel hatch, if that helps, or if that makes things weirder. I don't know. We'll see. I will play with it. But yeah, sorry for the 3 week absence. I'm glad to be back. We'll see how the sweater sales go, and now that sports season is back, I will be very busy with volleyball and hockey, and so that is going to dig into my time of availability as well between sports and knitting. I'm going to be a very busy cat. So we will see what goes and try to fit streaming in when we can. And I will keep you updated with these streams as I keep moving forward in all the mods 9. So with that, I will bid you a good afternoon. Have a great rest of your Sunday. And I will catch the rest of you later. And be sure to check in with the gang next week. District will be back with more core keepers, and JC will be back with more of his All the Mod 9 playthrough next Saturday. So, with that, everyone have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you later. Bye!